welcome to Steph's Design Space. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. My name is Stephanie, and I am the lover of all things, all of this. So today we're just gonna play. So I have lace. I have some, what is this called? It is, it's a negative. Anyway, it's a roll. It's not microfiche because that's different. But anyway, it's a microfilm, so maybe. Anyway, I have this. Oh, look at how glorious that looks. So I have this that we're going to play with. I have some slides that we're going to play with. I have vintage keys. I have vintage buttons. I have vintage photos. We're just going to play. We're going to play and make all kinds of stuff. So yeah, if this is something that you like and enjoy, stay tuned. Make sure that you subscribe, like the video, and let's just get started. Enough jibber jabber. All right, I want to cut this right there. I can still use that, so I'm not going to get rid of that. But how about we cut it right there? So I'm going to use that. And I'm going to put the rest of this back because I have a lot to play with today, but look at that. Look at that. So fun. So fun. Pick up these things because I like, oh my gosh, I lost it. It's gone. Anyway, taking unusual items and putting them in the junk journals. So if you are new, I am doing a challenge that I challenge for myself, and it's on my Facebook group, to use nothing but vintage items to the best of my ability. And I say that because I don't have vintage staples. I don't have vintage, like the hardware. I don't have vintage, so we'll make concessions, okay? But I do have this vintage lace. Now, this came, where is the original? On this ginormous spool. And it is the ruffled lace. Okay, so this was ruffled. And I just took my seam ripper and took this part off. So the part that makes it ruffled, I just took that off. And lo and behold, I now have straight lace. So if you have a bunch of ruffled lace and you're like, I don't like the ruffle because it makes it curve, just take that little part off and you'll have straight lace. So a little tip. Okay, so I have this vintage lace. I have some vintage ticking that I got at an estate sale. So I have some of that. And what else do I have? I just got these. These are some vintage tags. Let's do something with this because I did that and it was fun. So, because this you can use as journaling space, right? Right. All right, so I did this one on lace backing, but maybe we switch it up a bit and do it on ticking. How about that? I'm really liking the layers right now. The layers are making me happy. All right, so I'm gonna trim. We'll have this hanging just a wee bit. Okay, so I told you I was gonna do this and tell you the update on my foot. So I did go to the podiatrist today. Let's make this kind of fun on the sides and on the bottom. So I did go to the podiatrist today, and the tendon in my foot still has not healed. So now the good news is I don't have to wear the boot. The bad news is I have to wear this stupid ankle brace, and it is better than the boot, but it is so hot and I have to wear it all day. Like, the only time I can not wear it is when I take a shower and when I go to bed. So, ew. And it's gonna not, I mean, I wonder if I could wash it. I'm sure I can. I need to find out, because that is gonna be gross if I can't wash it for a whole month. Okay, So I like that background. That's cool. We're going to put that on top. We can do this because that's what I did on the other one. Or I can, and I tried to get as much stuff as I thought I was going to use out and down. And of course, the one drawer I need, well, not the one, but vintage buttons. So many. I like that brown one. That is cool looking, but I think it needs a little bit more color. I do have, I think in this one, but that's too bright of a blue. So I'm gonna say no. Oh, that denim one's nice. That's kind of, I wonder what kind of cloth covered ones I have. These are really vintage. Okay, so that's a no. That belongs in there anyway. Sometimes I think they hop around right in the middle of the night. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a very worn, but I kind of like that look. Let's put that right on top like that. But what I think I wanted, I don't know, I think I do like it like that. I think we're just going to keep it like that. No, I like the worn one. I'm just going to stay with that. I'm just going to set these to the side because I have a feeling I'm going to use more buttons. But what I do want to do is get a, what is this called? A brad. Because I want this to be able to flip around, because if you can flip it like this, then you can also write on the back, right? So that is what I want to do. So I'm going to poke this through. It probably would have been easier to punch a hole in it. And then, but when I glue it, I'm just going to glue the button onto the brad. So we twist that sideways. Okay, now I'm just going to glue the button onto the brad so it will flip, which means I have to be precise, because if I glue it on here, well, it'll probably still flip, but that way it flips, right? And this you can just tuck into something. We can hang it. I don't know. We're going to figure out what to do. So what I think my Monday Night Live is going to be is all the stuff that I've made so far. We're going to put it in the journals. So if you're on my Monday Night Live, you get to help me figure out where to put all this fun stuff. So this is the one I made, right? And we're just going to switch it up a little bit. But how fun is that? So same concept, I poked a hole in that, I just glued a button. I thought it would be good on the ticking. And it's gonna go right there in that circle. Just need her to be a little more hot. And then we'll do this one next. I don't know what we're gonna do with that, but we will figure it out. Figure it out. Are we hot enough? There, we just need a wee bit. I'm just gonna let that kind of do its thing. Put Glinda down. Yeah, it's just on the, so this will still twist, and there we have it. Just something fun, right? And you could elaborate more. We could decorate this. We can do all kinds of stuff, but right now I'm just trying to keep it simple and keep it vintage. This would also look really cool on top of that, but that's not what we're gonna do. Okay, so this one, let's take goes like that. Let's put it on, put that one up there. Let's put it on some lace. I want the lace to be a bit longer. All right, and scissors. Of course, they are buried under my buttons. Here, let me stack y'all like that. Just gonna trim it right there. All right, and scoot this over. Okay, what do we want to do with this? What to do? What to do? You know what I think would be fun is, oh, where's my, nope. Oh yeah, that's it. Let's find a photo that we can cut out. No. And put along this side. So I'm going to have to back this onto something else. So if I do it like that, and then we can journal on the back if we want to. Okay, so perfect. I knew those would come in handy. I'm going to try that one. I'm going to set this over to the side. So these are obviously vintage photos. And Josepha? I don't know, Alan. Anyway, we're going to cut this cutie patootie right out. So I love about vintage photos, you don't have to use the whole thing. You can cut the people out. Alright, I don't know if this is going to look good on here. It may be too big, but we are going to see. Okay, that is there. That is there. And little Joseph can go sit at the bottom. So we're using, I don't know, a negative of something, some kind of negative with lace and a vintage tag for clothing. Yeah, for a leather company. And a vintage photo. So everything on here is vintage. And we can journal on the back. So let's see, how do I want to put this together? Honestly, I think, where is it? Because then we can just attach it. Now I can put it together with just a tiny little paper clip, and then we'll glue Joseph down. And then I can clip this on whatever I want or need to. Right? I'm trying to get this a little straighter. There we go, a little paper clip. But you could use like one of these if you wanted to, the little crimper things. You can use whatever you want at the top. A regular paper clip. You could put a brad through it. Okay, so that is clipped together. And I am just going to take and ink this up a bit, just so the white doesn't show. Ooh, there's a sneak peek of something. Ooh, let me take that out. Pretend like you did not see that. Stephanie has ideas and Stephanie is playing. Okay. So that is done, and this other dauber just fell right out. Go back. Okay, now, Glenda, you're supposed to stay on. Okay, and then we're gonna put little Joseph right down here, and that is awesome. Good as gold. Okay, is this not plugged in? because I've had several people ask how to use these various items. And this is one of the ways. There's so many different ways, but how cool is that? Is so cool to me. Like, just awesome. Awesome sauce. Love it. All right, that's going to the side. This one I really need to back on something, so I'm gonna have to do that at a later date. But I wanted to use the vintage key, but it's kind of too floppy. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm not gonna do anything with it until I play with the whatchamacallit. Okay, now what do I want to do? I have this fun book that I got, and I am, what is this book from? What is the date? I know it has a date in here. I saw it somewhere. Oh, 52. So this is a weekly time book for Social Security. So I don't know if there's any Social Security numbers in here or not. It says employees, name, status, and then it has days of the week. I don't think there's any numbers in here, but it doesn't matter. So I have this that just fell out, so that is meant to be. I don't know which side I like better, because I'm thinking, that this would be a fun journal card. I like this one because it has more of the numbers, so we're going to stick on this. Does this have a date on this side? It has like March 21, 22. Does it have a year on this side? February 1955. I kind of like knowing what the year is. Oh wait, is it at the top? No. See, this one has it at the top too. Okay, so the year is staying, so that's what we're gonna do. Now we're gonna make this a journal card. A journal card with a pocket. How about that? Okay, this little tiny bit. There we go. Journal card with a little pocket. All right, so done. I just need a little background. Sure, we'll do this one. All right. So I am gonna glue it on here, and then this is gonna be on the back side, and we can definitely journal on that. And I'm gonna put Glinda up because she needs to be in the charger. Are you charging? Why aren't you blinking? Oh, because it's not plugged in. Hold on. Oh my goodness, stretch. Okay, so let's glue this down. Oh, y'all, I'm so excited. Did I finish talking about my foot? I don't even remember. Anyway, the tendon did not heal. I have to wear the foot brace. And for a month. Yeah, because I talked about how I wasn't sure if I could wash it. So that is that. So now I feel like I can go visit my aunt. So I'm probably going to do that next week. Just kind of switching things around. But in the meantime, why am I so excited? Oh yeah, so my absolute favorite glue, and I don't have it because I ran out, is the Scotch Create. And it is like almost $10 on Amazon for one stick this size. So I got the Scotch Permanent, and it works just fine. The Create, I just like it better. We know I don't like this. This one is okay, but I love the Scotch Create. Y'all, I found it on Michael's for $3.72 for the big one. I ordered 8 of them, and that is no lie. Just in case the price goes up or whatever. Okay, where is my art glitter glue? And the thing I love about this, look, you don't even have to like ink it up or nothing. It is inked up already by nature. Alright, so we're just going to make that a wee pocket. I just wanted to get that glued down, and then I will cut it. And what are we going to add to it? We'll add something fun. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Scissors. I was looking for my scissors. Okay, so we're gonna cut this. Get that little, I know I can round the corner, but I don't want to mess up the date, which is right up there at the top. So I'm trying to be careful. All right, so that is done. Put that to the side, and then I'm going to take this extra little piece, and we are going to just put that right there at the bottom, just to give it a little ta-da, right? Because this doesn't have anything on it, but I like that waviness, and that is cool. So that is what we're going to do. I was like, where are my scissors? They are right here. Okay, so I watched a video the other day, and it was a great video, very informative. Like, I could see everything she was doing, and if there was something different, there would be words up at the top, but she didn't talk the whole time. It was literally just, I wonder if I should put some lace on that and back it on lace. Do I have a little piece already cut? No. I thought I had, oh, I do. See, I knew. If I do this and then this over the top. See, I like it. It's fun. And it's just layers. And it's also going to make that little pocket a little bit sturdier. So let's do that. Now, I'm not sure that the glue stick is going to hold. So I'll get Glenda back down. Are you hot, Glenda? Anyway, so I think one of these videos, I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to do it to music. I really want to see if y'all like it, if it's something worth, it's something, everything is worth trying, right? It just is. Everything is worth trying. And the only way we're going to know if we like it is if I do try it. I'm not saying every video is going to be to music and me not talking. But sometimes I feel like I'm doing something that is fun and that I absolutely love. But I don't talk anyway because I run out of things to say. I'm not a chitty chatty person. I am chitty chatty tonight though. I don't know why. Every once in a blue moon. Every once in a blue moon, I can be chitty chatty, but for the most part, I am not. Okay, I do need to ink up this a little because I put it on the paper and I can see it. Just get rid of that the little white from the paper, and let's just do that. All right, so that is going to be a pocket. We have a little negative, a little lace. What else? Do we dress it up with a little button? Oh, we could, right? I have some gorgeous, no, that's too big. Just some gorgeous little buttons in here. Like, this is not a button. I don't know what that is, but anyway, it's interesting. Here. I know, if I'm watching something, I'm like, I want to see all the buttons. So let's do this. I'm going to set that there. See if we can do like a little center piece. Right? No. I want it to have like a pop of color. No, that's these are button covers, actually. That's what those are. That's too small, and those need to be a wee bit bigger. That's a beautiful purple. Maybe too heavy, right? Oh, that's a nice little color. It's not as big as I want it, but what about red? Huh. That's a nice one. Just red, right? Oh, but you know how we can dress that up? Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so now we're using these vintage buttons on this vintage paper with all the vintage. I just love saying vintage. Okay, I do need my wire cutters. And there go the buttons. Thank God they did not spill all over the place. Alright, so I just take my little wire cutters and I cut the shank off so it is flat. And sometimes it doesn't. You have to play with it, right? And then you can feel that it is flat. Let me get this. So the goal of this challenge is to just show you the fun that you can have just going through all your vintage stuff. Okay, so we're gonna put that right there, and I'm gonna cut this shank off. This is plastic, so, but the plastic ones end up flying, except this one. Okay, most of the time they fly. I'll like hear the, I won't know where they go till the vacuum cleaner finds them, or the broom. Okay, see, it didn't cut it off enough. So now I gotta fiddle around with it. And I'm not able to get, okay, there is more than one way to skin a cat. Well, not if I can't hold it down. The stuff we go through, right? I wonder if scissors would get close enough. Nope. Alright, it should be alright. I just want it to lay flat, and it's not. Okay, I'm going to fast forward through me trying to figure this out. Alright, cuticle cutter thingies to the rescue. Alright, now it is done. Okay, now we can get this down. So I have some other negatives while I'm waiting for her to get hot. I have these big negatives that I got. So this is how big they are. Right, so I'm going to use one of those, and the next little thing that we're going to do, I don't know what it is yet, but we're going to do something. Okay, I think she is hot. Okay, put this button in the middle, and then just a tad. It's easier sometimes if I do it like that than trying to do it with my fingers. Oh my gosh, look at that. How beautiful. Beautiful. Love it and love it. Okay, put that up. So we have made, I'm just playing, right? I'm just playing. Okay, let's take this one. Now I want to trim off this excess clear. These are really big. I don't know why they're so big, but they are big negatives. Okay, so trim that off. And what else can we do? I really love cutting out. Okay, I really don't love when that happens. Oh, whatever, it's fine. So let's see. I have the lace. No, I don't like that. I have these, which is like a negative on a negative. It's kind of funny. I know I keep using these, but why not? If it works. If it ain't broke. So I'm gonna put that up there. And put that like that. No. No, no, no. Oh, I know what I can do. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna put it like this. This over the top, like a tag, right? So this would be a tag topper like that. And then we'll put this on top. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. But I want to see if something works on this, right? So this is all about playing with your stuff. So do I want this one or this one? I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, and I can never figure out how to do this. I have no doubt there is some kind of secret sauce. I don't know what it is. That's why I always do my stuff upside down, because then I can at least see. Oh, don't get stuck, because then you're going to tear. Oh. Well, that's going to get cut off anyway, right? Okay, I just need to be mindful of that. Aha! All right. Look at how that looks. Okay, and if I do the other side, okay. See, just making it, I don't know, this is so fun to me. Should I go ahead and do the bottom? Ha! That is so cool. Okay, look at that. Now this one I did a wee bit close. All right, perfect. Okay, now look at that ginormous mess. Aw, it's a mom with her baby. Okay, so what I need to do is glue this down first. Okay, all of y'all, and I don't need that much, but I hate to, how much am I gonna need? Okay, I'm gonna cut it right there and I will make it work. Okay, all the extra is out of the way. Okay. All right, this is the last one, guys, even though I'm having so much fun. This is so therapeutic for me. Especially after today. being told my tendon still isn't healed and I have to wear this stupid thing and it's so hot and blah, 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 gripe and complain. I'm just waiting for her to get hot. Come on. Yeah, I can tell you're not hot enough. I'm trying to bunch it up. Okay. And we're just gonna do a wee bit like that. All right, so that is the front. And then we are gonna put this on top like that. Oh, look at that. That looks good. Remember what I said, if you smush out the hot glue, you don't see it as much. Now on the negative, it's a little bit different, but mainly because it kind of melts it. Not like a lot, but you know what I'm saying? It gives it, it heats it up and it's like, okay, do we want to put one of the items I cut out on this? Like one of the vintage pictures? Let's look at that. I spent some time and I put all of the things in here. So I don't know if we want to use one of the things I cut out or see, some of this stuff is too big. I'm just trying to see. This would be cool. I need to make something big enough for that. Oh, that's nice. So I'm just going to look and see through all of this stuff if there is something. There's going to be an avalanche here for too long, though. So this is a tag. So I have that. That's too wide. That actually looks kind of cool, right? I think so. I think that looks kind of neat. Not that one. Not that butterfly. Maybe, nope. No. I do like the jar. Am I even on camera? No, maybe. Okay, I do like the jar. No, that's too much. Okay, I like the jar. This butterfly is a contender at the bottom. Okay, let's see what else we have. We have a bird. Oh, maybe that. Maybe that. I kind of like that. Okay, so we're going to go with that. Now, just before I make a rash decision, because that happens with me sometimes. See, all this other stuff is too big. So this is it. I am pretty sure. Okay, so I really like that. Nope, I'm gonna go with this. Okay, so let me just scooch all this out of the way. I have to be careful though, because this stuff is fragile. Okay, get y'all all back in the little container, because if I don't, you're going to go flittering around everywhere. Don't fall. Please don't fall. Okay. There we go. Makes it easy peasy to clean up and to know where everything is. Okay, so I do want to cut this like a bit flat on the bottom. Don't want it to go all the way down with the butterfly on top. No, I like the butterfly is on this actually. Okay, so this is going to go down. I am going to give it a little smattering, because these are the ones I cut out of that book. Okay, put that in there. I don't know what's going to stick to that, so we're just going to do the hot glue. But this one, I want to use my puffy tape, because I want it to kind of pop up a bit, so I'm going to use that. And this just needs a little bit, right? Okay, and then we're going to ink this up a bit. I'm not used to working with such like fragile, flimsy stuff. I think I'm going to cut that white part off. It's supposed to be like a shadow, and as much as I appreciate that, it makes the look off, in my opinion. So, because I want it to just look like the butterfly, not a shadow, because it's going to be sitting on like this lid of whatever that is. Okay, yep, I think that is better. All right, a quick swipe, and then we're going to look at all the ones. Now, some of these I made before I came on. Really, I was playing around, making sure everything worked right, looked right. Okay. We're going to go just across the bottom, like right there, and then peel up. And there we go. You know what would go good there? Okay, I've spent way too much time. I am going to find, I know what I want to go there, but I have to find it. So, you'll see it in the final picture. And if you join my live on Monday, then you'll see me use it. But I'm going to try to find the word specimen in that book where I got this from and glue it on there, because I think that would be a very good touch. But like I said, I have to find it and dig for it and all of that. So, okay, this, and this. I still think this needs something, but we'll figure that out. These I pre-made. This I'm going to back on something. Good gravy. It'd be great not to yawn. Just saying. So that I'm going to back onto something. I'm going to wait until Monday. So this is all the fun stuff. Using all kinds of negatives and negative film and all kinds of things. So yay! Alright guys, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye.